Hello, this is John from caveofprogramming.com, and in this tutorial we're going to look at debugging your application on your phone, or at least running it on your phone. So one thing that I'm going to do actually that I forgot before was that if you go to the your manifest file, so let's go to the Android manifest.xml here, which is this, and you'll see not only is there an icon here, but there's also a label. And the label is set to a string value in strings.xml, and it's set to the ID app name. So I'm going to go to strings.xml here, and let's use the resources view of it, and let's just select app name and change that to, actually it's already set to note squirrel, so that's fine, but I think the one that I want to change is title activity main here, because we've got that set to main activity. And that's going to end up appearing under my icon on my phone if I'm not careful. So let's change that to note squirrel. Okay, so that's good, and I'll save that. And now I'm going to deploy this on my phone. And to do that, there's three things that you need to check. One is, if you're on Windows specifically, go to your Android SDK manager here, and make sure you've got installed the USB driver, because you'll need that. And once you have, you can plug in your phone. So I've got my phone plugged in via a USB cable. And the other two things to check are, well, I'll cover them in a minute, but first let's actually see what the phone looks like. So I'm going to go to Google here, and if you type in Android screencast, this link comes up, and this is like a Java program that you can run from a browser that will show you your Android screen. So I'm just going to click this link here, click keep, and run this JNLP file, this Java net launch, or whatever it stands for, I forget. And hopefully this will enable me to show you my phone. So I'm going to say I accept the risks here because it looks legit to me, and I'm going to select my phone rather than the emulator here and click OK. And if we're patient for a second, hopefully there's my phone, there's my desktop with a nice picture by Escher there. Okay, so I'm going to go to my phone now. So I'm actually going to my phone in the real world, which of course you can't see, but I'm going to unlock it, and there's a little bit of lag on this emulator, but it's okay. And there's my application running actually from earlier, but I'm going to actually launch it now from Eclipse. So once you've got the USB driver installed, the other two things that you need to check are go to Android manifest.xml and make sure it's set to debuggable here if you want to debug it on your phone. And then go to your phone, and let's take a look at my phone. And if you go to settings, so I'll just pull down the settings from the top here, and I'm going to click this settings icon in the top right corner. In fact, yeah, we're already in settings. And yeah, you need this option here, USB, or is that the right option? In fact, I think I'm in the right place. Let me try and start again from scratch. So I'll go to, yeah, this is what your settings normally looks like. And then if you scroll down, I think there's a development option here. So yeah, developer options. If I click on that, and then go to, this is the one, USB debugging. So we need that to be enabled for this to work. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my home screen now. And I'm just going to, in Eclipse, I'm just going to click run now. So I've got those three things, the USB driver, the manifest debuggable setting, and the debug USB debugging setting in my phone. And I'm just going to click this that I want to run on my HTC Desire phone. And if you're running on the Mac, then I think you don't need this USB driver, that's just a Windows thing. So it looks just like it's installing in the emulator, but it's actually hopefully installing on my phone. and in just a second I hope we will see the success message. Here we go, success, and it's starting it, and there's my application. And I'm just going to pick my phone up here in the real world and click in my, actually let's see the emulator here. Sorry, not the emulator, let's see, this is the actual view of my phone, the actual screencast. So I'm going to just type hello, just for something to type, and dismiss the keyboard and click save. And hopefully that's worked. And I'll click the home button now, and I'll go to my apps, and let's take a look. So I'm waiting for the emulator to catch up. There we go. And I'm going to scroll around until I see, there we go. Now here's my Note Squirrel application right there. And that label is, I think it's actually not the name of the app, it's actually the, it's the label that goes onto the, let's just double check again. It's this thing I changed earlier that was in the, it's the label of the, what do you call it? Activity. Sorry, I'm forgetting my words. If you go to strings here, we've got this title activity main, and that's what I've set to Note Squirrel, and that's what we're seeing under the icon here. So I'll just click on that now, and there's my text, which hopefully will stay there, and we're not seeing any obvious error messages. But now there's a lot still to do on this application really, and that's going to give us a lot of scope for exploring new things, because at the moment this application sort of works probably, but there's a lot that we haven't thought about, and we're going to take a look at that very shortly. So I just turned my phone on its side, and you should always check that you can check this on the emulator, and you normally want to debug on the emulator probably and not your phone, but you should check that it works in different orientations and things like that. And we're going to get into all that a bit more shortly. So that's it for this tutorial, and until next time, happy coding.